So the thought this morning will be praying until I make history. Touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm going to pray till I make history. Tell them again, say, neighbor, oh neighbor, I'm praying till I make history. Thank you all for standing. I'm praying till I make history. Amen. In times like these, prayer is needed. Do I have a witness there? In times like these, it's not time for playing when I talk to God. I have to know that every time I talk to him, that he hears me. Do I have any witnesses there? I have to make sure that every time I open my mouth, it is not a vain repetition. It's not of what I've heard somebody else say. It's because this is how I talk to him, and this is how he talks back to me. Many people say, I do not like to pray out loud, because of the simple fact I don't know how to pray. But Jesus began to talk to his disciples, and the disciples said unto him, Master, teach us how to pray. So that question to you this morning, if you do not know how to pray, the Bible says, any man lacking wisdom, let him or her ask of God. So if you do not know how to pray, it's a good time to say, Father, I need you to teach me how to pray. I need you to teach me how to walk and talk in your word. And when I'm walking in your word, that is really going to be the revelation that I talk back to you. Because the best way to get God to move is put his word back in his ear. What that simply means is, if you know the Bible, you ought to say some things like this when you're sick, when you're hungry, when you need something. You ought to put his word back in his ear. When I'm sick in my body, all I say is, you said, that by your stripes I'm already healed. And when you can put his word back in his ear, that's what starts praying to go in history. The Bible says that he began to talk about who will pray. He said there are some hypocrites that pray. There are some people that really say they've been born again. And they're praying, but the prayers aren't being answered. The prayers are not even being heard. And I come from a little city called Huntsville, Texas, and they would say your prayers aren't even reaching the ceiling. Because the simple fact is that your prayer does not mean anything to you, because you know, as well as you know as well, that as soon as you get off your knees, you're going to get to doing that again. I wish I had a witness here. Y'all sure won't try to make it hard on me, but that's all right. I'm going to talk to you. And I found out, I said it before, if y'all get too quiet, that'll make me think I'm back in school and I need to start back over again, and I know y'all don't want that. The Bible said that prayer is something that we ought to be effective in. The Bible said he began to talk to them, and he said, your Father already knows what you need. Touch your neighbor and say, he knows what I need. See, you got to know that. And you have to know that with all of your mind. It's not that he does not know. He's omniscient. He knows everything. He just wants to hear it out of your mouth. Come on, help me if you can. Some of us are so, don't you know what that really does is pride beginning to fall. Somebody don't see that. Because the biggest problem that I've had in my life is it's hard for me to say I need need your help. Come on, help me if you can. So many people go down and never make it in life because they're ashamed to say, I need some help. Come and help me. I can't do it by myself. I need some help. And you be truthful about it. You got pride sometimes yourself. But we all need help somewhere. And the reason why God said, I already know what you have problems with. He said, I just need you to ask. How do I do that? He said, ask and it shall be given. Seek and it shall be found. Knock and the door shall be opened. So he does want you to do something in order to move him to do something. And what does he do? He says, he began, and we all know these verses, and we should know by memory, because it's only what we call the Lord's Prayer. But I want to help you. This is not a prayer. It is an instruction manual. Touch your neighbor and say, it's not a prayer. It's an instruction manual. It does not tell you what you ought to pray. It tells you what to pray. It doesn't tell you how to pray it. Because you got to know what you know for yourself. Because what you're going through, I ain't going through. And what I'm going through, you may not be going through. So when you put the prayer together, when you get the instruction manual, you got to use it for your own self. He begins to say, he says, this is how you got to pray. Pray in this manner. He says, our Father. In order to make prayer, some prayer and make history, you got to begin to say that it's not just me. That I don't have the doves on God. He's not just my God. He belongs to everybody. He belongs to the church down the street. He belongs to the Church of God in Christ. He belongs to the Baptists. He belongs to the Methodists. He belongs to everybody. He's our God. Somebody got to understand that. So many people are talking about we the religion that you got to follow. But he said the first thing you got to get understood is our